Gemma Oaten says her late friend Nikki Grahame was left to get to a point of no return as she struggled with her anorexia in lockdown before her tragic death, with her lifelines and support cut off. Former Big Brother star Nikki died in April last year at the age of 38 after she relapsed with her anorexia, which she had suffered with from since the age of 18. And Emmerdale actress Gemma, 37, who has battled the condition herself, and is the manager and patron of eating disorder support service SEED, is concerned mental health services are unable to cope with the amount of people who need help, adding it's nonsensical to let people suffer. She explained, "Look at Nikki Grahame. We are nearly up to the anniversary of her passing. It is such a postcode lottery. There are some areas in the UK that are spot on. And some parts of the country that are absolutely shocking. There are far too many areas where CAMHS, child and adolescent mental health services, can't cope. Even adult mental health services can't cope. It is like the blind leading the blind, and that is what happened with Nikki. She was left to get to a point where there was a point of no return. Even when she was on death's door she was still fighting. Her family and friends were still fighting for her to get treatment. And to me, I look at the situation about the system and I am appalled. I worry things haven't changed. It was such a difficult situation because we were in the heart of lockdown. I can't speak for Nikki or the family, but from my understanding that really didn't help." She went on to say how Nikki found a sense of purpose in the work she did and felt cut off from the world when she wasn't able to continue during the coronavirus pandemic. Gemma said, "One of the biggest things around Nikki was that work kept her going. Work was her drive. It was the one thing that I spoke to Carly, her best friend, about. Work was integral to her recovery and her management of her eating disorder. She knew if she wasn't well enough she wouldn't be able to work. Obviously when lockdown hit, all lifelines like that were just gone. She very quickly spiraled, and getting help in the middle of a pandemic is even harder." Nikki knew the system so well because she had been poorly for so long, bless her. Anyone who has an eating disorder or is a loved one of someone who is struggling, they know how manipulative and destructive and dark and devastating an eating disorder can be. Not the person, the eating disorder. Nikki is reaching out for help, but she is engulfed by this voice. Even though she wants to get better, when you get to that low point, that is why it is nonsensical that people are left to get there. The eating disorder is all-consuming. By the time you get in hospital you are not in a support network where there is trained eating disorder specialists. You are literally in a hospital with nurses and doctors who are trying to treat COVID and everything. It is not the right environment." Gemma suffered from anorexia from the age of 10, and she said the disorder led to bulimia in her teens. As she got older she said she moved into a cycle of anorexia and binge eating, with the acid from resulting vomiting damaging her teeth. She said, "My teeth look alright from the front, but at the back I have implants, problems with root canals because of a lack of calcium. All that because I didn't get the help that I needed. Actually the dentist used to treat me like it was all my fault. With our seedlings now I try and get them to get dentist support before their problems get too bad." Gemma co-founded SEED 22 years ago when she said she was in a place of desperation and adversity and needed help for her eating disorders, but she and her team are now fighting to keep the charity alive due to a cut in funding. She said, "I had a heart attack in my late teens. This was when I was going through my worst spell with bulimia." Anorexia isn't just a killer when it comes to eating disorders. And it is due to her difficulties and the dangerous nature of these conditions that she feels it is personal to keep SEED going. Gemma said, "I am speaking to our local MP Carl Turner, and he has written to Sajid Javid on the need for better awareness and support, and his intention is to bring it up at the House of Commons next week. We are spending every moment of every day fighting for what we have been doing for 22 years. On the government," she added, "they keep saying there is pots of funding and that mental health is top of the agenda and eating disorders are, and all of these things get announced, but what actually changes? I just get disillusioned by it all. You get passed from pillar to post. That is what it is like when you are in the system. That summarizes how broken the system is after all these years. Decisions made by the people who hold the purse strings are not made for the people who desperately need help. I see a broken system and a corrupt system." A month ago I would have been afraid to say that, but I am not sugarcoating. People who desperately need help are being turned away. My dad got diagnosed with stage 3 prostate cancer 10 years ago. Can you imagine if they said, "Sorry, you have to wait until you are stage 4 or it is terminal until I can give you any help of support"? People are dying with eating disorders. I am lost for words for how they put a price on people's lives like that. To support SEED and help save their SEED resource room, visit https://www. GoFund.me/89D9233D. For support with an eating disorder, contact SEED on hello@seed. Charity 01482 718 130 or visit https://seed. Charity/